How to set up calendar and appointment booking triggers. This video is going to walk you through how to set up calendar and appointment booking triggers. So essentially, when somebody books an appointment, this is going to set off a chain of events based on that appointment that they self-booked. To start, we're creating a trigger and calling it something like customer booked appointment or appointment booking trigger or anything along those lines. In part 1 of the trigger, we've selected customer booked appointment to fire off the action. Note that there is another appointment option here, but that will run off of appointments and status updates, so if you manually create an appointment for someone else, it would also fire off the trigger. So we wanted this specific trigger to just be for a customer who books their own appointment. Therefore, we've selected the customer booked appointment option. If you want, you can add a filter to specify a particular calendar that you want this trigger to be for. You can add multiple additional filters if you'd like to make this trigger as specific as you need. And then over here in part 2 of the trigger, we have our actions that we want to happen once the person has booked an appointment. Remember that a trigger is like an if-then statement. So if part 1 happens, then part 2 will fire off. So here in part 2, let's take a look at the actions. There's many options that you can do. For example, you may want to remove the contact from all campaigns. Maybe they've been added to some lead nurturing and marketing campaigns or something like that. You can remove them from all campaigns, or you can remove them just from a specific campaign. Maybe you also want to add them to a new campaign, like an appointment reminders campaign. Note that if you do want to add them to a new campaign, make sure that you remove them from any campaigns first so that the actions don't cancel each other out. So to confirm, if you want to remove them from all campaigns to have a clean slate, or you want to remove them from a specific campaign and then you want to add them into a new appointment reminder campaign or something else like that, make sure that the remove from campaign action is done first and then the add to campaign action is done after, because the system will process the actions in that order and you don't want them to be removed from the campaign that you're trying to add them to. So maybe next you want to add them to your appointment reminders campaign. This is a campaign you could set up with SMS or email communications, one or multiple, however you'd like for your business. Let's take a look at how to do this campaign now. You could create a campaign and include custom values in one or multiple email or SMS communications with any pertinent information for your reminder communications. You can use the appointment details like the date and time. There's even a custom value for appointment date and time combined together. You could also set up a custom value for cancellation, a custom value for rescheduling, anything else that you need. So maybe in your appointment reminders campaign, you want the first communication to be an email or an SMS that is just a confirmation of their appointment, scheduled to send out immediately or a couple of minutes after they've booked. And then after that, maybe you have a series of reminders. Again, you can set this up however you want. Maybe 24 hours after their initial SMS or 24 hours before their appointment, something like that. Maybe you want a reminder to go out. Here in our example, we have a reminder set to go out 24 hours before their appointment. And then we have another reminder set up to go out 1 hour before their appointment. Once again, you can completely customize this as you wish. Maybe you only want to send one reminder, maybe you want to send 10. It's completely up to you. Now back to the trigger, there's a few more things I want to show you here. Another action you can do is add or update opportunity. If the contact is already a lead in your pipeline, you can push them further along the stages and move them along your pipeline. Another option you may want to use is perhaps you want to send a notification to yourself when somebody books an appointment so that you're staying up to date with your leads. You can create an email, a notification, or an SMS to send yourself an update or a reminder about the appointment that this customer has booked. You can include custom values to include the customer's information, their appointment time and date, etc., and set up this trigger again however you want, with a notification to yourself, an email, or an SMS to yourself to let you know that the person has booked an appointment. So now you know how to set up the calendar and appointment booking triggers along with the corresponding campaign. There are so many ways to customize this for your individual business needs and preferences. You can keep it extremely simple, or you can customize it out using filters, detailed options, and more to make it super specific and extra thorough. However you choose to do it, it's up to you, and you can really set up this trigger automation to help with your business efficiency. However these triggers fire off will be automatic and behind the scenes to help you be efficient with your business, whether you do it super simply or you do it super thoroughly. Whatever you choose to do is up to you, and that's the great thing about these triggers. Congratulations, you're all set.